Yo, my name is Vosk. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Ooh, I had some energy there. So today we're gonna be looking at a mini miner for your home. It's a miner that we have not reviewed. I'm generalizing and talking about mini miners here. Specifically, we're gonna be reviewing the CKB-Box miner, the CK-Box by Goldshell today. If you don't know me, I already introduced myself. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel, and I got into cryptocurrency because of mining. I love cryptocurrency mining. It's an incredible way to earn passive income. Deep breath, listen. Most of that noise is coming from a power supply back there, as I've got a couple mini miners behind me. So these are mini mining rigs. They really, in pictures, they kind of look like big miners, but they're super small. They can run on any electric in your house. They're very simple to set up. They're safe to use, and they're an incredible gateway to get into crypto mining, and they're also profitable. I want to contrast this with what big, full-size mining rigs sound like. You may already hear that ominous roar. Yeah, so big miners, industrial, ASIC mining rigs. Oh, you want me to, you don't know what an ASIC is? Okay, they're behind me back there. That's an application-specific integrated circuit miner. It's a purpose-built machine. All it does is mine crypto. Here's the crazy twist though, is that those mini miners are also ASIC miners, but they're just that, mini miners. And due to the scale, the size, and really the efficiency, they don't make a lot of noise. They're easy to set up. You don't need to install a new circuit in your house to have enough electricity to be able to power them and all that stuff. So to put it simply, I clearly love mining. And if you make more money than you spend in electricity, then it's a profitable mining rig. But is it worth it? And I do want to touch on this before we jump into the full review and really like a mini tutorial of this miner, is the simple fact that the crypto market is hot right now. So everybody wants miners. They're sought after. Stock goes in and out. So when I publish this video, I don't know if there's gonna be stock. I hope there is. I'll update it in the video description. But if you want all the up-to-date stock hunting for mining rigs, please join the VoskCoin Discord server. Okay, we've got the best and the brightest in there, and we're always chasing the stock updates. It's also helpful to follow us on Twitter. We retweet when they restock, and anything else, it's a good deal at all. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this review. But first, you know we're running 10 seconds of tails. Our resident Shiba Inu and Dogecoin here on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. And yep, she's on the Goldshell mini Doge mining rig. Batch 4 is arriving this month. If you've ever wanted to mine Bitcoin, then you should head to minewithcompass.com and learn how they're making it possible for everyone to mine Bitcoin now. They sell Bitcoin miners, they will connect you with facilities, co-location, which enables you to host your Bitcoin miners with some of the best Bitcoin mining farms in the world. Click the link below to learn how you can start mining with Compass today. Today, again, we're looking at the Goldshell CK-Box here. It's a Nervos Network miner. That means it mines the CKB coin. We were one of the first people ever in the world ever to cover Nervos Network and CKB mining, because CKB mining incentivized testnet. I better pop up. Bang, bang, boom. Top 3 results. Is that biased because of my watch history, or is YouTube and Google just finally giving us some respect? So we've been talking about Nervos and CKB mining for years. Originally GPU mined, then FPGA mined, and then ASIC mined. Wow, eaglesong mining algorithm is their unique algorithm that they brought to market. And The project, put it briefly, it's a blockchain platform for universal applications, open source, whatever. They have grants, they have ways to get funded if you want to participate and help them build, and everything like that. So it's definitely interesting. To be honest, I found their price movement pretty lackluster over the years. You can see our participation began way back here. So only recently, really like a couple years later, did we get an opportunity to take some decent profits, and I did. And so, that's me and my personal decision. You can do whatever you want to do. But I personally, take profits here, and not financial advice. You do whatever you want to do. So with all that said and in mind, a very brief background here. We have an ASIC miner, a mini one by Goldshell specifically, that we're going to be reviewing here today at 1,050 gigahash a second. But what does that look like when you log into it? I'd like to take a brief moment to thank today's video sponsor, and that's BitLevex, who are apparently offering smart options for everyone. But what they offer you is the ability to predict the future prices of cryptocurrencies, stocks, and other assets, and potentially maximize your profits from that. This, of course, is not financial advice, but you can learn more about BitLevex and get started with a free account by clicking the link in the video description below. Looking at the real-time performance here, the average hash rate reported from the miner side is 1,070. So basically, when you buy these miners, you always look that they hit around what they're supposed to. There's a tolerance here, and there's really no guarantees when you deal with ASIC miner manufacturers, but as long as you hit what you're supposed to or close enough to it, you should be happy. Oftentimes they underreport the performance, and they actually perform better than you would expect. And so before I show you the setup part, let's round out the rest of the details. The power it uses is about 200 watts. That'd be equivalent to like a gaming PC in this era. That's not a very high power consumption. You can use a lot of different power supplies. All you need, one 6-pin PCIe connection. You can even grab this thing from them with a power supply, just like you can with the mini Doge miner. Specifically, the VoskCoin edition is clearly the best because it's got tails on it, but now I'm just shameless plugging. I'm sorry, can't help myself, okay? But literally, you just plug in power and Ethernet, and then you log in remotely. So I just did it casually. But let me explain what I did. So I found the device on my network. My network automatically notifies me when devices join it, so it's really easy for me to find. I have a dynamic IP, so it just makes up new ones, whenever it feels like it. Basically, layman's explanation on that. So this is the IP address associated. When you punch that in, it's going to look like this, but it'll be locked. You click unlock, and then the default password here is simply 1 through 9. In that order, you click unlock, and now you're in. They've made it painfully easy. So you come down here, you go to pool priority, you click add, and from there, you can put in whatever pool you want. But keep your life simple. Just use DX Pool. There is a referral link for DX Pool, so we're gonna shameless plug, drop ours below. Appreciate if you guys sign up and use it. If you already have an account, I would appreciate if you made a new account and used it with our code. But the key thing here about DX Pool, spoiler, is that you have to make an account in order to participate, and from there you can set up automatic withdrawal. So I never even hold my coins in the pool with CKB. So with this pool, I can click withdraw, I can put my address in, and I can make it an auto withdrawal. So basically daily they pay me out, and specifically I mine directly. This is gonna sound like another shameless plug, whatever. I mine directly to the crypto.com app because they support CKB and external deposits of the CKB Nervos Network coin. So I get automatic payouts from this mining pool right into my crypto.com wallet, which, okay, you get 25 bucks for free if you use the code VoskCoin. I appreciate if you use it. You got to complete their sign up terms and stake some crow coins to get that. But the fact of the matter is that I do this because I don't want to maintain another wallet. The CKB Neuron wallet is interesting because you can earn interest on your CKB coins. And we have a full video guide on actually that wallet specifically, but the wallet continued to get worse and worse, and it was just miserable to maintain. So I will happily forego locking up my coins and a couple % interest there to just have them readily available and, be able to sell them whenever I want to. And a big thing I've done over the last year, especially as the market has gotten really hot and there's so much going on, I really try to simplify my life. So you could say not your keys, not your coins. You should always maintain a native wallet and a private key and stuff like that. Like, that's true, but I don't have enough CKB where I really care that much. So I forego that, and I'm just like, yo, crypto.com, hope you don't scam me. And I don't think that they're going to do so. But, just, all real practices discussed and in mind here. So got a link down below if you want to do that. That's what I'm doing. A lot of people ask, what am I doing and why? And well, that's what I'm doing and why. And so I'm not saying I know everything. I just find a combination of what works for me and what's the most profitable and what kind of helps my personal life a little bit, because a lot of this stuff, gets pretty consuming when you're mining this coin and 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 this coin. And it's like, whoa, buddy.
That's a lot of watts.
So you go slap that in and you put your address in. So that's my wrong one. That was a weird default memory thing. So what you do here is you put in your username, .worker name. The worker name is how your miner is going to show up on the pool here. When I click over to manage, it actually breaks it down by worker. So I specifically see my CKBOX. If I had a second one, I'd just put CKBOX 2. I can look at my profits, how much has been paid, my balance, estimated statistics, everything going on here, the luck of the pool, and they even have a little coin page and all that stuff, and the origination date there in 2019. So, it's all fine and dandy. It's really easy. If you click off this page, it'll forget. But, so all that stuff's there. Click, you click apply. I'm not going to do it again because I already have it. You can see that it looks like this. Make sure to remove the default pool so you're never just mining to someone else. Equalizer Finance is the first dedicated flash loan marketplace that's built on top of scalable infrastructure that can handle the rising demand of decentralized lending and borrowing. And they claim to offer benefits over all of the other popular do-it-all DeFi protocols. And they're trying to set themselves apart by lower fees. They're looking to create an unlimited choice of token vaults, high liquidity through yield farming, and multi-blockchain capabilities, which has been proven to be incredibly necessary and useful and lucrative when the Ethereum blockchain was bogged down to a near halt and just absolutely exorbitant fees over the last several months. And Binance Smart Chain took the stage as being a cheaper alternative with a good user base and the millions and millions of dollars behind it, thanks to Binance, CZ, and the boys, for better and worse. Flash loans are the building block of the decentralized finance market, with more than $1 billion monthly. That's a lot of money. Flash loans have gotten a lot of negative flack in semi-recent DeFi, decentralized finance news. You may be familiar with the term simply flash loan attack, but those attacks are normally exploits or bugs related to the platforms being quote unquote attacked. The people providing those tools or capabilities, especially if they create a marketplace and make it much more readily available, they're not the bad ones here. They're just making tools, and it's like selling shovels, and if someone attacks you with the shovel, well, that wasn't necessarily its use case, but it could be a formidable weapon in the right hands. What's really cool about Equalizer Finance is that they are not anon. Yeah, they're not anonymous, which is very common in DeFi, which has led to a lot of exit scams, rug pulls, and just some malicious activity. They've put their faces to their projects and even shared their LinkedIns. That doesn't mean this doesn't have any sort of risk. Everything has an inherent risk, and as always, do your own research. This isn't financial advice, and never invest anything that you couldn't afford to lose. Equalizer Finance launched their own token, EQZ, and they launched a bridge to easily take their tokens from the Ethereum blockchain as an ERC20 token or an Ethereum token to the Binance Smart Chain as a BEP20 token or a Binance Smart Chain BSC token. You can easily do this on their own site, and they even charge you the fee in their own token, so you don't need to burn Ethereum and BNB. You simply pay their transfer fee, which at the time of recording this video is only 10 EQZ. This is a really fantastic feature, and I would love to see a lot more projects offering things like this. Learn more about Equalizer Finance with the links in the video description below. And that's it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. So like, here comes the big banger of a question, right? So is it worth it? How much does it make? Is it profitable? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you look at mining profitability calculators. Sometimes they're accurate, sometimes they are not. And so I wanted to look at the CKB box and see, how close or far away were we? So it says that you should be making about $2.65 a day. And keep in mind, this is a cheap miner. This is a very inexpensive miner, and I'm going to highlight that here shortly. If I click back over to my profits here and I scroll down, we can see my daily payouts. I'd say my average payout is about 240 coins a day. So I put that in here, just a quick profitability, or not profitability calculator, but a quick CKB to USD. And so I'm making $2.57 a day. And I'm projected to make $2.65 a day. My rough electric cost is like 50 cents. So I'm basically clearing $2 a day. And it's like, okay, well, how much does this thing cost? It's $700 and it sells out very quickly. So you have to pay attention if you really do want this. And so here's like this classic thing that just everybody loves to do. And I get it. And I did it. I did it more in the beginning when I started mining a couple years ago. But let's take what we made. This is times by year. So the break even on this, you know, conservative after paying the electric bill is 700, or is 365 days. It's a year. Pretty easy math. You know, that's like, okay.
But why don't I just buy a GPU?
Well, then go buy a GPU, man. I'm not here to like show this miner to you. I don't care if you buy it. Stuff like that. I mean, I think mining is fun and cool. I think it's exciting to mine different cryptocurrencies, and I diversify in mining by mining different crypto coins with different mining rigs. And so this is a miner that breaks even in a year. That's fine in my book. Nervos Network CKB, I won't say it's a perfect project, but it's not a project that's going away, and they've already been around for a couple years. It's crazy how fast time flies. And so this is a miner I'm confident to just let it sit over there, chug along, do its thing. And realistically, I just stack up the coins, and when I see a sufficient pump, whether that's next month or in 2 years, I'm playing the long game. I'll be here in 2 years. So whenever I see the pump come along, I'll cash it out. And then boom, I broke even and then some. And then at that point, you have a device that is just all profits other than your electric bill. And that's why I think it's so fun about mining, because you could buy $700 of CKB coins right now, or you could buy this miner, right? And if you buy the coins, you have $700 worth of coins. That's it. If you buy the miner, you pay the miner off, and then you have free coins forever, basically, depending on your electric rate and if they make any new miners, because that's a thing. You know, people make more advanced miners for most coins every couple years. And if somebody makes one that just truly outclasses yours and makes yours inefficient, then it won't be profitable to run, and you'll just kind of burn up electric unless you have something like solar, where you have like, you know, basically highly offset priced electric or free electricity or whatever else. So looking at this miner, to round out the review, like the performance is great. I plugged it in and worked just as I expected it to. Very easy to set up like all the other box miners. It's fun, it's quiet, it's cheap for a mining rig. Keep in mind that the most profitable mining rigs sell for $10,000 or more, even after crypto prices have pulled back some. If you're looking for a good intro miner, I think this one's fine. I enjoy it. And CKB is not a coin I'd be afraid to hold. It's super easy for me to hold with the crypto.com app. And those are a lot of things I factor into, like, you know, what I do and how long I do it. Because if you don't know this, you will eventually. It's exhausting having 27 different full node, just blockchain crypto wallets. They all have to sync up. You got to keep them updated. Maybe there's something that happens and it kind of breaks the chain. You need to update to be able to run things properly and execute transactions. Or you use a light wallet, but that's not always an option. And you know, it just depends what you want to do and whatever else. So to round out my review here, I think the CK-Box is fine. It's a fine miner. Personally, I would buy the mini Doge over this miner. I'm not just saying that because we have our Tails edition, VoskCoin edition, whatever. You don't have to buy that edition if you don't want to. I just mean from just a simply profitability point of view and the coins that it mines. People aren't going to let Doge go. They just never do. It's a joke that just everybody wants to laugh at forever, I guess, and talk about. I don't think CKB is going away either. I think it has a lot of potential room to move up, but keep in mind that this is a high supply chain too, just like Doge. So it takes a lot of money to really bring you to like $1 and so forth. Everyone's always like, you know, win $1 coin. Well, you got to run the math. This is actually pretty complex stuff that on the surface can be simplified, but we're dealing with advanced, just, you know, economic principles here and just money and just truly market cap valuations. But I almost sound like I'm just throwing out words like a college professor now. That's boring. So I'll try not to be boring. I want you to subscribe to the channel, smash a thumbs up, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the CK-Box. If you have one, how your experience has been. If you have one of the bigger Nervos CKB miners, because Goldshell makes the best. I'm not just saying that, like they make the best in class Nervos CKB miners, which I should have said that earlier. That instills confidence in me with the CK-Box mini miner, right? Because that should be the best in class mini miner possible, as they make the best in class full size miner for this mining algorithm, which is eaglesong. So with that, I'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I appreciate you. Subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Please be advised, there are scammers impersonating us on multiple platforms. I don't want your money. I just want you to smash that subscribe button. Everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only. That means it's not financial advice.
Shine.